Okay, we'll do a quick revision of all of our formulae from junior cert. Okay, so first thing, rectangle. So which bit is your length and which is your width? Yeah, so the length here and your width here normally. Okay. So what would the area of the rectangle be? Length by width. And what would the perimeter be? Adding all the sides. So give me a nice formula for that. Lovely. So length plus width by 2, or twice the length plus twice the width. Yeah? You could do that if you wanted. Okay. Or you could say twice the length plus twice the width. Totally up to you. Okay, what do you know about a square? All the sides are the same, all the angles are the same, exactly. Okay, for this area and volume, we're only really interested in the sides. So if that's x, this bit here is also x. Okay, so what's my area going to be? X by x, which is x squared. Brilliant. So you can write down x by x, which is x squared, or just x squared, whichever you want. And what about the perimeter? Yeah, 4 x's. 4x, exactly. Good job. You can, absolutely, 4 by x. Okay, you happy with that? Don't forget to do the highlighter at the top of your page, yeah? Just say we're on a new. Yeah. Okay, we good? Next one. So number 3 is triangle. So you have a triangle there. You have your perpendicular height, h. Perpendicular, it means it's at a right angle to the base. Anyone remember what the area formula is for a triangle? Half the base by the perpendicular height. Very good. I might just do an example of this one, will I? I'll actually tell you which ones are now. One sec. Yeah, so rectangle and triangle are not. No, rectangle and square are not. Okay. So you'd need to learn them. Do you want to put a star around number 1 and number 2? I know you probably know them already, but still, star them to say we need to learn them.
Is it different? You know, 4x.
It's not different. No, it's the same. As long as you just use the formula length by width, it's fine. I'll just show you where it comes in a little quicker. If you have a look here at triangle, girls, it's on page 9, and there it is, half A by H. A by H, the base by the height. Now, you might decide, I'm just going to learn off half the base by the perpendicular height, and that's totally fine. But if you want, that's on page 9 of your log tables. For triangle, yeah. Okay, so have a look at this example that I've done here. I'm not interested in from there to there. That's called the slant height. I'm not interested in that height. I'm also not interested in that height. It has to be a perpendicular height, a straight up height. So this 4 is what I'm interested in. Okay, so my formula is half the base. What's the base? 6 by the perpendicular height, 4. Now, there's loads of ways you can do this. Obviously, the easiest is just throw it into the calculator if you want. Okay? Or you could do, what's half of 6? 3. What's 3 by 4? 12. Or, what's half of 4? 2. What's 2 by 6? 2 by 6, 12. Always, it will always work. That's a property of multiplying.
So why did you do half of the perpendicular half? You can just do
half.
Sorry, half. Why did you just have to do half the base? You can just do both.
You can do either. The other thing you could do is what's 6 by 4? 24. And what's half of 24? 12. They all work. Either way works. Okay? So half the 6 and multiply your answer by the 4. Or half the 4 and multiply your answer by the 6. Or multiply those two and get half of your answer. Or throw it into the calculator and let it do the work for you. So it doesn't matter which one you're given. Are you given the base? Are you given the height? You can still just do half of one of them. Is that okay? Yeah. So that'll come in if, let's say, for example, you get something like this. And you don't want to do half of 7 because I don't know what half of 7 is exactly. Okay? Let's pretend. So you'd say, right, I'll do half of 4. What's half of 4? 2. And what's 2 sevens? 14. Okay? Or I might say, right, what's 7 by 4? 28. And what's half of 28? 14. Rather than doing half of 7, which is 3.5. 3.5 by 4, 14. Does that make sense? Yeah? So that's triangle. Okay? For the perimeter of a triangle, you'd need to know all the sides on the outside. There is no formula. You just add up all the sides. Is that okay? And last one, which you might not... Well, I have 2 more to do, actually. I think I did this with you last year, but you might not have done it in junior cert. It's parallelogram, okay? What do you know about a parallelogram? What shape is it? It's like a rectangle pushed out of shape, isn't it? You know, pushed on its side a little bit. So like this. Your 2 sides are parallel, opposite sides are parallel, okay? This one is in your logbooks. It's not on page 9. It's actually on page 8. Okay. Here it is on page 8. Okay, the area is A by H. A by H. So, in words, what would I say? The base by the height. Okay?
Same as the other one.
It's, so remember, triangle is half the base by the height. This is just two triangles. If you think about a parallelogram, there it is, two triangles. So that's half the base by the height, that's half the base by the height, and two halves make a full one. So base by height. Okay, is that alright? It's all given to you there anyway. Again, same thing if you wanted to do perimeter. I'd just add up all the outsides, wouldn't I? I'd need to know what this fella is. So it would be twice A plus twice B. Two of them, two of them. Same as a rectangle, exactly. That's all perimeter ever is. Add up all the outsides. Okay? And this one, again, I'd say we only did it last year. We wouldn't have done it in junior cert. A trapezium. Anyone remember that? Kind of, yeah? So a trapezium is two parallel sides and then two others joining it. Okay? Remember, the little arrow symbolizes that those two are parallel. Don't need to learn this either. It's on page 8. Anyone remember the formula for trapezium? A plus B over 2 times H. So you add those two, divide it by 2, and multiply your answer by H.
What's the perimeter for a parallelogram?
Perimeter for a parallelogram up here, the outsides, so twice the A and twice the B. Okay?
Why is it 8?
Just because I was calling this fella the base, so B. So I said I'd call him A and B. Yeah.
Where'd you get the 2 out? What was that half?
This two?
No, down.
Down here? Yeah, because I have to add them together and divide my answer by 2. That's just part of the formula.
In words, then. That's what does that mean?
Trapezium, you'd be adding the parallel sides, divide by 2 and multiply by H. I think it's easier to just follow a formula. Will I do an example of trapezium maybe?
Yeah.
So there's, you don't want to have anything here.
No. Not if we follow the formula as it is. We're just going to add them, then divide. So this is 12, 11 and 20. That's a little right angle in the corner. So you can do the box or you can do the L, totally up to you. Okay, again, there is your trapezium, look. There's your formula. So, what is my area formula telling me to do? Put in some numbers for me. What's A?
12.
12 plus, what's B? Over 2, because that's in my formula, and multiply my answer by 11. Perfect. So you can just throw that in your calculator, or you can say, right, what's 20 plus 12? 32. 32 divided by 2. 16 by 11. And what's 16 by 11? Nicely done, thank you. Now it's area. What are our units for area? Squared, exactly. What are our units for perimeter? Centimetres, because it's just a length. Whereas area is centimetres squared. Volume? Cubed. Exactly. We won't get there yet. Okay, that's it, so. Are you alright with that?